I'm fascinated by how many terms we use that come from old or even obsolete technology, and there's a surprising amount of old tech hanging out in company names. Sometimes it's trying to sound timeless, like Adobe is named after an ancient mud brick building technique, and you can imagine how angry people were in the 1200s BCE when they found out they couldn't pay up front for their mud bricks anymore, but they had to pay a mud subscription. And sometimes it's like a good metaphor, like Kickstarter comes from an old kind of engine, especially like on motorcycles, that you had to use a kicking motion to start. And I assume that when you did that, the motorcycle would eventually start in 3 to 24 months. This isn't really technology, but it's kind of adjacent. The term Yahoo comes from the Jonathan Swift novel Gulliver's Travels, and it refers to a filthy race of people who are subjugated by horses. And that is how it feels to visit yahoo.com. But the most incredible one is the one that we got to see happen in real time. So in 2021, Facebook changed the name of its company to Meta after the metaverse, an idea from dystopian novels of a place where people escaped from a hellish real world. And they did that because Mark Zuckerberg genuinely believed people wanted to wear goggles over their faces their entire day just so they could sit in meetings where they're represented by low polygon cartoons, because Mark wanted to create the escapism and the dystopia. And now, less than 5 years later, they have shut the whole thing down because, obviously. But what's great about that is that they speed ran obsolescence. The company is named after a technology that used to sound like the future, but completely skipped being the present and is now the past. I think that's so funny. Like, everybody involved in that decision just seems like a bunch of yahoos.